What's up, guys? Today we're revealing a new snake that we got from Randy at Dark Cloud Reptiles. We're going to look at the Mojave melt and go over the whole breeding loan thing that I got with Randy. Cue the intro, dive on in. Before we get into the snakes though, I need you guys to go down in the description, tap on that link that says vote for Small Town Exotics, and vote for Shane Kelly at Small Town Exotics. 15 minutes of lane, guest of 2020. We'll get our full length episode, and I promise I'm going to tell you everything you would ever want to know about us. Vote now. The choice is yours. Let your voice be heard. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind tapping the link and shooting us a vote, it'd mean a lot to us. So if any of you all have been following the channel for a while, you know that I have a Mojave melt that's on breeder loan from Randy. And then I just acquired a super vanilla yellow belly from Randy. Both of those females are here on a breeder loan. The agreement I have with Randy is pretty straightforward. We split the clutch 50-50. Don't overcomplicate things, just keep it simple. Now let's look at that Mojave melt. So this is the Mojave melt. The melt is a fairly not worked with gene, or however you say it. It hasn't been worked with much. So if you notice, what it's done to the Mojave is it has highly reduced the alien head. See, the few that there are, they're kind of floating. She's a little doled out right now, about ready to shed. But, I mean, if we can get her like right in here along her neck, she barely, I mean, there's like gaps where she has no alien heads. Down by the tail, you see the few alien heads she has is pretty well spaced out. Not your typical Mojave. So this is highly reduced and cleaned it up. She's a beautiful, beautiful girl. I am putting her to a pastel banana genetic stripe. I'm hoping that having the melt over in the genetic stripe complex will help clean up and enhance the whole genetic stripe portion of genetic stripes. I'm also hoping to get a single version of the melt. As you can see there, look, she's stretching out. She's got 3 little alien heads on that side, followed by a big gap down into a few more floating alien heads. But anyways, like I said, I'm putting her to a pastel banana genetic stripe, so I'm hoping to isolate the melt gene by that pairing, and also everything will be het genetic stripe, which you all know that I'm very much in love with genetic stripe and the genetic stripe clown project. So as you can see, she's got one little floating alien head there, so, and then, you know, she's got just big gaps where there is no alien heads. And then the ones she does are way spaced out. She's a beautiful female. I named her Randy. So she is now Randy 1.0. And the new one he dropped off is Randy 2.0, which we will look at in a minute. But I've had a lot of inquiries from a recent video that me and Randy did together, a little breeder talk. And people wanted to see the melt and just an update on the melt. I mean, she hasn't changed much. Like I said, she's kind of doled out right now from going into shed. She's usually a lot brighter, but I mean, she still looks great. You can see it's just a highly reduced pattern that's brighter with the melt in the Mojave. So I think this will do good in genetic stripes down the road, and we will be aiming to single it out and hopefully make a super. See if there's a super down the line. So this is just my little pet project that me and Randy got going together, because Randy's too busy with Hatari, puzzle, you know, all them genes that you never heard of that'll never amount to anything. He's busy with that stuff. And he left me the keys to the melt, so I was just playing. All those genes Randy's working with are top notch. He also has the OFY. So he's pretty busy with a bunch of projects. So I'm doing the melt. But before we reveal that new snake, let's do some sticker shout outs. So we got a new sticker package from Mad River. Man, he sent the big one. Sent a hologram one. Here is his contact information. Go ahead and pause that if you need that. And he prints out some very nice personalized stationery. Kudos to you. Thank you, John Woodruff. Love the packaging, brother. And what do you know? Snakes and the Fatman. Don't forget to vote for Small Town Exotics. And Chris does some personalized stationery as well. Very good looking, very professional, Chris. Kudos to you. That's definitely the tablecloth on the table, brother. You know what I'm saying? Something I want to add. Through this whole contest, being on 15 Minutes of Lame, getting to know Chris and all the other contestants has just been a really cool experience for all of us here at Small Town Exotics. So no matter who wins, congratulations to the winner. Thanks for being my friend, Chris. And you'll notice that all the intro music is Junkies and Thieves, Chris Eaton's old band. Now let's look at the new snake. So of course, this girl is in shed. She was in blue yesterday, and so she's starting to come out of blue, but she is a super vanilla yellow belly. And I'm having a little bit of trouble on picking out something to pair her with. I already have vanilla in genetic stripes, so I'm thinking I'll make hets that are clown. I could use the pastel red stripe blade clown male to her. Or I could use the blade clown that possibly has that calico looking gene that popped up in my collection. See that nice head on her? Very cool. So a benefit of working with a super like this is everything she produces will be vanilla. And you know, half of that clutch will go to Randy. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to put clown. I got Disco in the Pieds, which is a similar gene to vanilla, in the same complex, on the same allele. So I think I need to get it into clown. And then I'll have the Disco Fire vanilla complex and all the recessives I'm working with. You know, I could put the extreme, the pastel extreme gene Het Sunset to her. I don't know. You guys drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Should I make some Pos Het Sunsets? I'm not a big fan of making Pos Het anything, but I would like to see what a pastel vanilla extreme gene looks like. That could be pretty cool. Like I said though, a red stripe vanilla Het Clown, that would be a valuable female to have in the racks later on. And it kind of looks like she has a little bit of paradoxing right there. That's just a little darker than the rest. Like a little bit of normal's trying to pop out of her. But, yeah, you know, that no good guy, Randy, man, he actually drove her all the way up to my house and dropped her off for me. I didn't even have to meet him or anything. The Mojave Melt, I met him halfway to pick that one up. But this one, he drove it all the way to my house. And he lives in San Diego and I live in Bakersfield, so that's quite a drive. So thank you, Randy. Big shout out to Randy Foster. I was just poking fun saying he was no good. I was being sarcastic, in case you guys couldn't figure that out. So drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think I should make hets. What kind of hets I should make going forward. Keep in mind, everything will be vanilla. So that's the benefits of working the super. And that's going to wrap up this episode, everyone. Do me a favor. Go over and let's get Randy Foster, Dark Cloud Reptiles, up to 2,500 followers on Instagram. And let's get Chris Eaton, Snakes and the Fatman, up to 1,000. I'll leave both the informations in the description down below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Rock on.